Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Mercy Kill. This is episode 49 of Miracle, DKC4, Donkey Kong Country 4, Zelda II, and Getsu Fūma Den. I am joined here by Eon, and before we get started here, just a few announcements here from GDQ. Summer Games Done Quick is coming up June 26th through July 3rd. Prize submissions are now open. Go to gamesdonequick.com for more information. And Frame Fatale will be having its next all-women speedrunning event, Flame Fatale, in late August. Type !FF in Twitch chat or go to gamesdonequick.com/Frame Fatale for more information. And with that being said, Eon, how are you doing? It's lovely to have you here.
I am doing well. I'm excited, a little nervous, but happy to be here.
Absolutely. Now, we were talking a little bit in the pre-show about Miracle in particular, which will be our first game of the 4. I was actually on the couch for this run back at, oh my gosh, was that SGDQ 18, I believe?
It was, yes. Yeah. So that was, and, I've not really played it much since then, but that run was, at the time, world record.
Yeah, I remember seeing that unfold, and there were so many great strats being employed there and so many risks, but you kind of have to with this game. There's a lot of tight controls, tight inputs in order to especially get past those nasty pig mini-bosses, which can be very tricky, and I believe just there's so much time to be gained or lost based on those cycles.
Yeah, and there's a lot of, we developed a bunch of early hits where you can carry an enemy into the boss fight from before, and those strats were kind of tricky, but they would save a ton of time if you could pull them off.
Absolutely. So, in terms of all these games in particular, we're going to give a very brief introduction to this. What got you into speedrunning all of these games? We have Miracle, DKC4, Zelda II, and Getsu Fūma Den. Just in general, why do you pick up games? I know we were talking about some of this lore. I don't want to steal your thunder here. So what's the story behind some of these?
So with Zelda 2, that's a game I've loved since childhood, and I played it just because it was I wanted to speedrun it because I loved playing it as a kid. But then with Miracle, this was one I actually saw Author Blues showing off to another friend, Opus, at SGDQ 2016. And so I was real curious about the game. It looked super cute and fun. And then I picked it up for a 12-hour challenge. And then really the other two games, or the other ones, Donkey Kong Country 4, I think Auth may have suggested it to me. Someone suggested it anyway. And I picked it up for a 12-hour challenge. And Getsu Fūma Den was another one that I'd seen people recommend as being somewhat Zelda 2 alike, and I knew the speedrun had some cool glitches in it, and so I picked it up for the 12-hour challenge. So,
yeah, the 12-hour challenge here, playing a role in at least 2 of these, and again, a GDQ run and an introduction by a GDQ to Miracle. So there you go, folks. You never know when you're going to find your next speedrunning game. With that being said, Eon, are you ready to go?
I think so, yeah.
All right, your estimate will be 34 minutes. We usually talk about estimates, and no, I do not hustle runners for anyone who asks on YouTube comments or in chat. I do not hustle runners. Actually, we added some time onto these, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's very tough to be in the runner's seat here, and I wish nothing but the best of success here for Eon against the dreaded timer. On your count, Eon, I'm looking forward to this.
All right, so let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Oh, already messing up.
Oh, that's okay. That's part of the experience. So, again, for folks unfamiliar with Mercy Kill, again, these are supposed to be somewhat rusty speedruns. They don't have to be super, super rusty. Not 10 years rusty, although that would be awesome. Just rusty-ish, and we kind of adjust the times accordingly here. And look at this animation. That was super cute, that running.
Yes, yeah. So this was one I played since my GDQ run. I have hardly played it, so. Okay.
So here, this is the boss at the end of most of the stages, we'll call it. You have to think of this boss almost as like Birdo from Mario 2U.
Oh, dang it. Oh, that's That's a way to start out.
So right, you got this. I believe.
Okay. I did that first strat correctly that time, so...
There we go.
But yeah, so with those pig bosses, one of the best strats you can do is to figure out a way to get 2 hits off at basically in one, or from one cycle of him spitting out enemies, because otherwise you're just, you have to wait a long time for that cycle for him to spit out more enemies after taking damage.
Someone in chat said, hey, this isn't a speed run, this is a speed crawl, referring to Upa's movements here. It's cute.
Yes.
Aww.
Well, you run when you get that the bell power-up, which appears twice in the game, so...
Yeah, why is that only twice in the game? I noticed that. That's odd.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be really cool if they made better use of it. The other thing that... the other thing that they... I know in some testing, there's not actually a way to get the bell power-up to a boss, but if you were able to do that, it doesn't actually damage the boss. Which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I was gonna say. By the way, forgot about this level. This is cute.
Yeah, so this is a little bit scary.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Going back for that for...
Oh, I would too. Absolutely. Yeah, those projectiles, by the way, for folks who are wondering, it can bounce off of something and hit you. So you gotta be careful with that. That was very tight corridors there for you. And again, you took that chance around that one corner. I'm glad. That was really nerve-wracking, but really awesome to see.
Yeah, it's... you kind of have to take some chances in this game.
Oh, yeah. Such a neat premise there to create your own platforms. I haven't seen too many games that are quite like that.
Yeah, and it's actually, in addition to creating the platform, you get a minor speed boost from their movement adds on to your movement as you walk on them. So you really want to be walking on top of enemies as much as possible if you can. Oh, I messed that up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, more will come, but there was... Okay. Ah, dang it. There's a way to use that enemy for an early hit.
Oh, was that an extra life?
No, that's a health refill.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Oh, wow.
5 hits this time.
Oh, yeah, because this is the chapter boss. That makes sense.
Okay. Oh, and so those chests, it's random as to which is which. One of them has a 1-up in it, and the other one takes you to the next level. So ideally, for speedrun purposes, you don't want to get the 1-up, but because then you have to go collect the other chest. Oh, shoot. Right. Well, I already messed up the timing on this level. This is a super tight level as far as timings for optimum cycles.
Oh, those tomato platforms. The first time I went on that tomato platform, I remember falling off. I mean, it just glues you to it.
Well, and at the... I don't think you're supposed to hit that one. I can't remember now. But basically the... at the end of the level, there's a tomato platform that will disappear. Oh, right, I wanted to write that one up. And if you can go through without stopping, there's a strat, because that platform's on a global timer, you know what state it's going to be in, and then you can, in classic Konami fashion, you can pause to skip over the global timer when it's supposed to disappear. And so then it would normally disappear on you when you go to jump for it, and you can make it not disappear.
A lot more to this game.
Yeah, but in order to do that, you really have to... in order to do that, you really have to know basically the global state when you get there, so... Okay. The double hits are not paying off right now, so...
Still, nice recovery from that, though.
Yeah. Okay, and now this is the mashing stage.
I remember Aki used to have to prep his hands to do this level in particular. So much mashing.
Yeah, you're mashing for, like, I don't know, about a minute or so. I don't remember. I don't have my splits pulled up right now, so I don't remember exactly how long it is.
I love the little goggles.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
But yeah, if you had a turbo controller, for example, you could go so much faster.
Have you tried it before, just out of curiosity?
I have not. Oth told me he did, though, and it was substantial, the improvement. I guess I gotta talk to some NES Tetris players and learn how to roll.
Wow.
The new strat that's, I guess, faster than hyper tapping. I don't know the details about how that works, but... Because I'm not a very good masher.
I don't know, that looked pretty clean to me, honestly. It's one of the reasons why, back when I was, learning certain speed games, why I couldn't pick up Contra. It was just too much mashing for me.
No, I'm the same. I remember playing that game as a kid, and it was fun. And we made the balloon jump.
Hey! Well done.
That's a pretty tight jump. It's not as tight as it looks, but it's tight enough that it's easy to miss if you jump a little early. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is the snake, isn't it? Kind of reminds me of a early version of Tri-Clyde from Mario 2.
There we go.
Yo, nice timing there. Oh, this game is adorable.
Risky strat there going, because you're basically trying to out DPS the boss.
So, what is the game over system in this game? I'm trying to remember. Is it limited continues?
You have unlimited continues, but it does on the normal difficulty. It starts you back at the first stage in the world. So on the easy difficulty, it will start you back on the same level that you were. So Super Mario Kart title screen.
Yeah. I never even noticed that till now.
Yeah. So yeah, the normal difficulty was the original difficulty, or the only difficulty on the original Famicom Disk System release back in 1988. But then this game actually got a super late cartridge release for the Famicom in 1993. Which added the easy difficulty setting. But the cartridge is pretty rare and expensive. I managed to find a really good deal on the cartridge when I bought it, though. So
This is such a, speaking of backgrounds, this is a really pretty background. I like the nighttime ice
Yes.
world.
Yeah, shoot.
Oh.
Forgot. There's health coming up here. I gotta... Okay. I think there's health coming up here. I hope there is anyway. Or I can't do... Okay, I usually damage boost there, but I don't have the health for that, so...
Oh, I forgot about the constellation of Upa. There it is.
Yeah. Ice Beeb.
Yes, Beeb from the last level. Oh, gosh.
Oh, dang it. I tried to get a double hit in there. Oh, no. Regretting not getting any one-ups.
So, yeah, we're only about 12 minutes in, so still plenty of time here, even with that.
Yeah. So, it was only, luckily it was stage 2 and not stage 3 of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, I guess I'm not getting that heart. Can I?
Playing hard mode here.
Yeah.
I wonder if anybody's ever done like a, almost what would be this game's equivalent of a low percent.
That would be interesting.
Really
That might be a fun challenge.
Yeah, like a challenge run, exactly. Because then you have to pick and choose where you take that one damage.
Right.
Did we ever find out what was this, what this pig's deal was anyways?
No, I think he's just a minion of the evil goat boss.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess it's technically an evil goat spirit. In the lore, the evil goat was trapped in an urn that Upa broke. And so that's what happened there.
Because, you
and
know,
so then, yeah.
because Upa's still a baby, you know. That's gonna happen once in a while.
Right? And for whatever reason, Upa was the only baby that wasn't, like, captured by the evil goat spirit. And so then, of course, he has to save everyone.
I also always appreciated the two hairs hanging off the side of Upa's head.
Yes.
It's so cute.
Okay.
Yeah, this game is the epitome of what happens if you leave a baby unattended.
Yes. Okay, it's supposed to go up here. And that's a heart. That's what I missed last time. Okay. Oh, I didn't know you could go through there.
I have never seen that either. What?
Okay. There we go. That went a little bit smoother. Now we have a vertical stage.
The music in this is very unique to the stage. I don't know why
Yes.
we never hear it again in this game, but God.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's one thing about the FDS release. The music is better, but then you do have, because it has the FM synthesis chip. But you do have to deal with load times then if you play on the FDS. So
Now, you said this was released on the, was it the Wii Virtual Console?
yeah, I think it also was on like the 3DS Virtual Console and stuff too, like all of the ones that eventually came out, but that was lucky.
Oh, goodness. Nice catch.
But yeah, it was oh my goodness, I got that early hit.
That was cool. Also,
Dang.
why are the bosses so cute in this game? Look at this walrus.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Aw.
Okay, this is a boss fight that can go south real fast if... Okay, I need to... Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was a little scary. There we go.
Hey! Nice fight there, Ian.
All right, got the one up. I can't believe I got that early hit there too, because that's a very tight, precise hit to make. So I had pretty low success rate on that in practice when I was practicing this. You know.
Yeah.
All right, so
Oh,
this is a fun.
my favorite world. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is like a Mario Maze Castle, basically. If you go the wrong path, it makes you loop sections. So.
Like the little Konami logo on the computer chips there. It's cute.
Yes. Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness.
I scared myself with that enemy and then... Okay. I do like how the LEDs animate on it too.
Mm-hmm.
And all the LEDs are labeled. Okay. Shoot. Okay. Taking it a little bit safe there. Oh, missed that jump.
Even says LED there. I didn't even notice that before.
Yeah.
This is what they thought futuristic things looked like back in the day, y'all.
Yes. Okay. You lose your momentum if you hit those while they're in the air, like inflated. So Ooh, that was scary. So it's real risky to jump when there's an enemy like that.
Next level is gonna be a little different. I actually had to play the next level while dangling upside down because I have issues with perspective and controls.
For whatever reason, I don't know, I enjoy upside down mechanics in games. So, I want to get this because, yes. Okay.
I remember playing this casually and I literally had to like hang my head upside down. My viewers are like, what are you doing? I'm like, I cannot. I have no perspective for this. Like, I have to do it this way.
That's good. But yeah, like I picked this one up not long after I had... Okay, now I gotta wait for an enemy. But not long after I had done a grind on reverse mode in Tetris the Grandmaster, which is... reverse mode has the pieces falling from the bottom to the top, so it just seemed to fit in with everything. Okay, intentional damage boost there, because it's faster. This was one I remember not really finding a good double hit setup on that boss. So the perspective probably doesn't help. I kind of wish they'd moved the HUD to the top, though.
Oh yeah, I agree. That would have made things different. So again, kind of continuing this isn't what our regular level does. We do the boss first here and the level second. It's kind of funny. Now, I believe, this is the kind of game where there's no checkpoints, right? If I remember right. Yes, you'd have to fight the boss again. That's not nice of the game to do, honestly.
Yeah. At least it's a pretty easy boss. And it's a very short level, too. There's a 1-up in that box down there, but it's kind of difficult to get. That's the one where they don't give you the choice between two boxes. And now I feel like World 5 is where the difficulty really starts ramping up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this level, or this world in general, does not joke.
I normally would go underneath and damage boost, but I already took a hit I wasn't supposed to. And another, so... Okay. Messed that up. Okay.
Yeah, I like how everything has kind of been like, you know, we had food and technology and ice, and now we just have office supplies. That's a world.
There we go.
Nice.
Tried to carry that enemy into the boss fight, but didn't quite get the right angle on it.
Alright, here was the stage where if you do ever play this game, do not... Oh, wait, this isn't it. Yeah, that's the third world, right? Okay, never mind. There's a water world coming up after this where the death plane on it is kind of odd. I don't know why that's the case, but it is Famicom, so, you know, hitboxes, death planes, they do happen.
Oh, I made that. Awesome. Going for that extra health there. Just a little extra safety.
It's difficult to tell what you can and can't stand on during parts of these worlds.
Oh, dang. You're supposed to stay up there is the... Oh, gosh. Is that a game over? Oh, no, that's... I have one more life. Okay.
Alright, so it looks like there is about 9 minutes left right now.
Yikes. That sounds like I'm not making estimate.
Yeah, because 34, I believe, was our estimate.
Yeah. This was the one I was feeling the most comfortable with, too.
Well, that means something that you don't feel as comfortable about. You're going to get the estimate and then some.
Right.
So.
Oh, got a 1-up. That's good. Oh, it did not get... Okay. Oh, it didn't... It's a lot easier if you can stay up on the platform, even though I kind of messed it up, but still managed to do it. All right.
This was the notorious level, and you have to be careful because, as Ian says, this level just draws you to the bottom of it, and the death plane is much higher than you think it is.
Yeah, and there are some spots where the gravity really sucks you down. Actually, those top and middle have current to swim against, so you go a lot slower if you go through the middle, although there is health in the middle. That's the spot where the gravity kicks in, or the current or whatever, and it like vacuum sucks you down.
Yeah, it was right there, right where you just went really low to the bottom of the screen there. Again, if you even remotely touch the bottom of the screen, even if you don't fall through the bottom of the screen, the death music will play, Upa will just be kind of swimming there, and then you lose your progress. It's just odd.
Yeah. Okay. Also, this is... Oh gosh. It's a... Ah, dang it. There's a double hit set up there and I missed it. Okay.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Okay, made it through there. That's can be kind of tricky, and that section swimming through the pencils is real. It's real difficult to not take damage. That would probably be one of the sticking points on a low percent run.
So this is the second world with the bell in it, the invincibility buff. Yeah, this was the level that always made me hungry.
Yeah.
Not the sweets, the dairy and cheese.
We're in Wisconsin.
Yeah, we go from office supplies back to food.
I messed that up. There's a setup that you can do where you don't have to do much waiting at all, and turns out it's pretty difficult if you haven't practiced it.
That's okay. I mean, that's part of the Mercy Kill experience.
So, okay, here we go. Get your Upa's looking through a cheese window out in chat. This is another one where you want to get up onto this platform. It makes the fight a lot easier if you get up there with the boss. And our second eating stage. Oh, walked right up into that one.
This one has my favorite ending, but I won't spoil it.
Yes.
I just realized those were cute little mice going through
Yes.
the cheese. Oh my gosh. So adorable.
Yeah. So the pink mice work, they just move one tile and then they'll turn left or right if they can. The green ones try to follow you exactly. Okay. Nice.
Nice. Yeah, so it's looking like there's about 3 minutes left, so probably get into World 7.
Maybe. 6-3 is a very difficult stage. Especially it's one of the hardest boss fights with the jelly bouncy floor. And the cheeps flying at you. Okay. Oh.
By the way, I just want to say, it was a few minutes ago, but I want to say GG to past Eon, about 3 minutes ago or so. So again, GG. That was during SGDQ 2018 in Eon. It was so cool to be on your couch for that. Thank you so much for the memories there.
Yeah, it was awesome having you on the couch. It was such a fun run. I think just one or maybe 2 more hits. That's it. All right, that boss is a lot harder than it looks. Because you can't, like, with the floor, you're constantly bouncing, and so getting like consistent aim on your shots is real difficult.
All right, about a minute left, but still we got to see, what was it? Is it Beeb?
So Beeb's actually, the part where Beeb shows up is in the oh gosh. I've totally forgotten the route through this stage.
It's tough, it's a lot to remember.
Yeah. Now I'm doing it.
Oh, is that Beeb? It was on the left-handed side. Yay!
Oh, okay. The one that everyone calls out is in the final stage.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was a little bit further down.
Shoot, all right, I'm going to count down once we get to 5 seconds, by the way.
Okay. All right.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab the chest, you're good, and that's it. Oh, 1 level short, Eon! Dang!
Yeah, dang.
That was still fantastic. I really enjoyed that. And again, you still have 3 more games. Still plenty of time. I believe it's only tied right now, 2 games between the runners versus the timer here on Season 3. So still plenty more games to go. So we're going to take our first wellness break after this. And again, please be sure to follow Eon if you are on YouTube and you cannot see Twitch chat. That is twitch.tv/Eon, EONHCK. All right, folks, so real quick, before we go to break, from now until July 15th, GDQ's revenue from subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered after taxes will be donated by GDQ to Doctors Without Borders. GameStime Quick Highlights is a channel that features highlights of our own GDQ hotfix shows. Use the !highlights command to learn more about our highlights. And with that being said, y'all, be sure to stay hydrated, stretch. We'll be right back with Mercy Kill. Welcome back to Mercy Kill. I am joined here by Eon, and this is Donkey Kong Country 4. Just lovely graphics, just great game in general. Eon, how do you feel about this game?
I think this is a wonderful game. I maintain it's the best Donkey Kong Country game. I don't know if anyone else agrees with me, but I think it is very charming. To play on the NES. You get some nice 8-bit aquatic ambiance on the water levels. Yeah.
All right, well, I cannot wait to see what this game has to offer. Your estimate is 22 minutes, and I'm so looking forward to this run on your count, Eon.
All right. So, okay, we'll go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thanks. So you want to be Diddy on this for the most part. And it's basically just run and bounce on enemies. There's not a lot to it beyond that. Some of the hitboxes are a little janky. You don't get the like coyote time rolls in this like you get in the SNES release. But here we go with some 8-bit aquatic ambiance. I maintain this is how the song was meant to be heard. Did I think I got hit there. I don't think that was... Okay. Donkey Kong has a bigger hitbox, so trying to be safe here. Okay. Made it out. So as you can see, it's mostly remake or demake rather of some of the level styles in the SNES release. Oh gosh. It is generous with the lives, at least, which is nice. If you saw it, it said like 25 in the corner. And I haven't like gotten enough bananas to get an extra life yet, or anything like that, so.
It almost reminds me of the Kaizo mods, right? Like you get more lives to start here, and because this is, I don't want to call it Kaizo, but the control scheme and whatnot kind of makes it Kaizo-ish, yeah.
Yeah, the controls are, so this is one of the later Hummer Team releases, and so I feel like it controls better than most of the other Hummer Team games. But even still, it's not your smooth controls that you would like it to have. And there's some later stages where we may see some interesting glitches. They're not anything that I know how to do, like, intentionally, unfortunately, but they can. There's one glitch that would be real nice if I could do it intentionally, because it involves, like, running on top of the screen. Okay. Oh, dang it. Oh. Those bouncing Kremlings are kind of irritating. Okay, made it past that one. Got a DK barrel now, so we have an extra hit and we can play as Diddy. Well, right as I say that.
Oh. These are very fast-paced levels. Do you feel like you're moving a little faster in this game, Ian?
Yeah, it's been a long time since I played the original Donkey Kong Country, but they are very fast, and the difficulty does ramp up significantly the further you advance in the game. But the cave stages and these like industrial stages tend to be the hardest ones. And here we have our first barrel that we can shoot it out of. Okay. Oh, I swear I was rolling there. Oh, gosh. I
How
got
many
the
stages
Kong
are there
letters.
total, by the way?
That's a good question. I don't honestly remember. Most of them are pretty short. Okay, I should have thrown that DK barrel right away. Oh, I thought I could land on him there. Okay. This is not one of the stages I usually die on either, so can tell the rust is real. Let's try to... Okay, and that's officially the longest I've kept Diddy in this level ever. Oh, I thought I was jumping on that enemy. Oh, gosh. I was at one point the world record holder in this game, believe it or not. But turns out rust is a real thing.
I'll tell you something, I don't know if I would have been able to get past the first level. This game looks exceedingly difficult.
First level's not bad. It's the last few is where it really ramps up in difficulty. Oh, dang it. Oh, and then I jumped too early. The perspective on these platforms is also tricky. It makes them feel tighter than they actually are and make you think you have to jump before you actually need to. Of course.
This is a long level.
Yes. I think we're right at the end, though, after these snakes. There we go. I got right pretty close to the end a couple times.
GG.
Thanks. Yeah, that was... All right, now we get to shoot barrels. But that was one of the more stressful stages so far. Okay, that's... I mean, the inputs are good. You want to be holding run as much as possible, but then you have to release, like run to, and then press it again to roll. And so you want to be doing that as quickly as possible. And then also, like, when you pick up a barrel, you have to release the run button to throw it. So those are the big things, are like timing on your rolls, because the way the hitboxes work is a little tricky. And then, but yeah, beyond that, it's mostly just like, yeah, okay, so that B has a bigger hitbox than you would expect. Like, I don't...
What?
Yeah.
It didn't even look like you touched it.
Yeah, both hits looked that way. So timing the jumps on those tires is also pretty tricky. I don't know what the frame window is, but I don't think it's very large. Oh, I could have just gone. Okay. Being extra careful around those bees. There we go. I think we're at the boss now. There we go.
That hat throwing animation's so good.
Yes. Yeah.
So about half your time is gone. 11 minutes are down, 11 minutes to go. How do you feel about that?
I spent a lot more time on that one stage than I expected, so kind of nervous. Oh. Yeah, I was not expecting to have difficulty until, like, the last couple worlds. Oh, dang it. Forgot the timing on that barrel.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about earlier in terms of like inputs. It just seems like you have to aim like slightly off when you usually would. At least that's what I'm seeing.
The inputs are pretty responsive overall. It's more than anything, I think the issues come down to the hitboxes. Okay, there we go. Right. There we go. Oh, this one, there's a glitch you can actually swim under the level, but it doesn't save time. And it's also pretty difficult to stay under the... Oh gosh, those fish. It's pretty difficult to stay under the level in some parts. Actually, I think I want to keep Donkey Kong in this just because I like Diddy's better for the platforming stages. Oh, that's not one that you go up. Okay. These fish are real annoying to avoid. Okay. And now we got these grinder things that I think I actually want to be lower on the level at this point. Yeah. There we go. Okay. That's the second of 2 water levels, and that one's quite a bit trickier than the first.
I mean, you nailed that level. I was afraid to talk. I thought we were kind of in serious time mode there because that looked intense. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I jumped on the timing on some of these jumps. You have to jump on the birds at the right point. like hesitating is the wrong move in a lot of instances. Okay, there we go.
You ever lose track of where your character is on the screen? I noticed like there was a couple like instances where it looked like your character was gone, and I'm like, how do you keep track of that?
Not really. It's... Oh, there we go. There are some slightly faster kills on this boss, but they're really risky, and I have not practiced them. But no, there's some flicker and stuff like that happens, but it's not so bad overall. Okay, I think this might be the last world. Or no, so yeah, we have... Right. Okay, there's, I think, a second Neki, so no, we're in the second to last world. Because then we have the oil drum boss, too. I missed that jump. The mattress platforms, because they look like mattresses.
I love it when folks name like either enemies or platforms or some aspect of their game. You always get something really neat in terms of description.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
Alright, it looks like by the way, as of a couple minutes ago, Past Eon is finished, so GG to Past Eon. Go ahead.
GG past me. Yeah. So the jumps in these industrial stages tend to be the most difficult as far as judging where the platforms actually end because of the perspective on them. Nope. It'd be real nice if there was another... so these mattress platforms are pretty glitchy. Like, there are ways to get them to, like, fly out, like, up off the screen into places where you can't, like, jump on them, which is funny, except for the parts where you actually need them. And I think the glitch that I mentioned with like running out over the top of the screen has to do with the mattress platforms on the final stage that has them. I'm judging that jump really poorly right now.
About 5 minutes left.
Okay.
Mattresses. I see. Maybe I'm just hungry, but I'm seeing like ice cream sandwiches.
It's like an inverted ice cream sandwich, though, because it's white on the outside. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like chocolate ice cream.
Yeah.
And like chocolate chip cookies.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I always saw mattresses and.
Maybe I'm just I'm just hungry, probably.
No, I'm hungry too. I can smell dinner that I'll be having after this.
Yay!
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Trying to preserve Diddy, but I think Diddy jumps better than Donkey, so I should probably...
I think inverted Oreos were a thing at one point. I think.
Probably. I'd believe that.
Yeah. Oh, there could be s'mores. Oh, I see that.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that platform is the worst.
Wow.
Yeah, the platforms move super fast. Okay, gonna...
All right,
Okay.
1 minute remains. Come on,
That-
Ian. Let's see you get past the level. Do it.
I think I got a little bit of a glitch and like ran into an invisible wall. The screen kind of jerked on me there, and because I really think I should have made that jump.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think I blame these s'more mattress ice cream sandwich platforms.
I think I see the s'mores more than anything now.
The oh gosh, I shouldn't have made that jump. Oh,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it.
all right.
Oh my
These
goodness,
industrial
this level.
stages proved to be the run killer.
Still though, very impressive performance. Again, very difficult game. You overcame some obstacles. The water levels looked very, very clean. Like they were so good.
Oh, thank
So
you.
I'm really proud and impressed by your gameplay here, Ian. It's very tough to do a game like this, especially Rusty. So
Yes,
well done.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. All right, folks, so we are going to go to another break. There will be Zelda 2 100% after this break. However, do remember, folks, from now until July 15th, GDQ's revenue from subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered after taxes will be donated by GDQ to Doctors Without Borders. So again, folks, thank you so much for that. And with that being said, be sure to stretch, hydrate, and we'll be right back with Mercy Kill. Welcome back to Mercy Kill. I'm joined here by Ian, and this is Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. And I will say, when I think of Ian, I think of two things. First thing, Tetris, especially Tetris Grandmaster. Second thing, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. You have a very long history with this game, Ian.
I do, yeah. This was, so the first game I ever submitted to speedrun.com, first speedrun was in Zelda 2, so all the way back in like early 2016. And I've run most of the categories in the game, and there are a lot of them.
Wow. And have you played this game at any kind of events, any kind of runs that stand out to you?
Yeah, so I actually, at SGDQ 2020, I did reverse boss order in this game. And then also in the Classic Games Done Quick 10th anniversary thing. I forget what that was exactly called, but I ran actually this category for that. Those were two highlights with speedrunning this game.
Well, that is awesome. And again, I think it's been a while. I was asking Ian during the break, now is this all keys? No, this is apparently quite different from all keys, and I'm interested to see how so. Ian, are you ready to go? Your estimate is 1 hour and 5 minutes.
I am ready, yeah.
All right, on your count.
All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Right, so we'll be getting actually very few keys in this, and one of the, in all keys, the first place you go is to the magic cave down there to get the magic container. The first thing we're gonna do here in this version, or this category, is actually talk to the healer lady. You may think, well, you have full health already. Oh, messed it up. She's very precise about how you need to talk to her. But this is a double frame perfect trick that I'm trying to do, where then basically you get her to go up into a non-existent door that lets, I got the first input right, but not the second. It lets you enter a door that has basically no address. There we go. And now we're in Glitch Town. We're outside, but it's playing the house music. And if we just walk through this, we will end up somewhere else. So that's King's Tomb.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, so now we're going in through the back door of Death Mountain. Okay. Taking that life level up because I did not want to take that bop. So the goal here is we want to get the hammer as early as possible because that lets us get the fairy spell. And the fairy spell is real important for skipping keys and going faster, as well as a couple glitches that we'll see as well. We don't have the candle yet. But where we're going, we don't need candles. Okay, that's good. Okay, there we go. Attack 2. We want to get attack 3. Hopefully we'll get it. It's a little bit luck dependent. I may have to improvise and get an extra level somewhere else if we don't get the drop that we need. So I actually need a 200 point P-bag drop coming up. Otherwise, I'll have to improvise some extra experience. So. Oh, and we got it. Perfect. 3, 1, 2. So we get the hammer and forgot to pull my up A controller close to me. Alright, so now we're on a little bit of a fetch quest here. Need to get some items and spells. So we're gonna get this trophy. The trophy is what you need to get the jump spell, which is our next destination.
I just realized you had to go through that cave without the light, without the candle, and there were enemies there you couldn't see.
Yes. Yeah, so we have one more cave we have to do in the dark, and then we'll get the candle, so... It's not a lot of the, like, basically you only get the candle if you're running a 100% category. But, so I'm very much used to not having a candle throughout the whole game. now we're going to get the medicine, and there's a real neat scripted walk here. The RNG in this game actually, when you do an up A or a save and quit, it resets to a known state. So that lets us do some scripted walks. And it's real nice to be able to walk all this way without taking an encounter. Okay. This is fine. All right. At least you can see the orange ones.
You can also see the projectiles. I never realized that before.
Yeah, on the Famicom Disk System, you actually cannot see those projectiles.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah. And then coming up here is an audio cue for a boulder break to force a back spawn. So I'm going to pay attention. There we go, got it. And that's a result of, again, that the RNG resetting on the up A. So
this is such a wild route in this game.
yeah, well, it gets even wilder because small spoiler, we don't get the raft until after we go to the eastern continent.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I won't spoil how that works, but yes, that's what happens. And we have downstab, which is very important for combat, as well as it turns out to beat the game, you need to have either the jump spell or the downstab sword technique. You can do it with either one of them, but you need at least one of them. Okay, got the fairy spell. Now we just need to get a magic container so we can actually cast the fairy spell. And then we'll be on our way into Palace 1. Okay. So, now we'll be going into Palace 1, and I said that this is not all keys, and you will see why coming up. We won't be getting any keys in Palace 1. And yeah, so the glitches aren't allowed in all keys, and neither are the ferrying through locked doors, which is what I'll be doing to avoid picking up keys in this palace. Also in Palace 2, and then I'll have some other tricks up my sleeve to skip picking up keys in all the palaces after that.
Music in this game is so good.
Yes. Shoot. I did something wrong. Those enemies had the wrong pattern. But anyway, taking a quick lava bath to refill my magic. Okay, another quick death to refill magic.
Yeah, a little bit of a content warning here, especially when taking deaths and whatnot. This does get a little flashy, and I believe when you defeat a boss, too. So a little bit of a content warning there on flashing.
Sorry, I should have mentioned that.
It's okay. It's okay. It's just reminding folks.
Jumped a little late there. Okay, fairies queued up. And I was wrong. I will pick up one key. There's one key you have to pick up, and that's the boss key, because that's how the game unlocks the screen. Okay, and we have an attack 4 run, which is kind of a joke. In all keys, you want to leave Palace 1 with 4-1-1. So, okay, queuing up the fairy spell. We're going to see our first fairy glitch here coming up, hopefully. If I don't mess it up. Okay. Oh, dang. Okay. Don't like taking that encounter, but sometimes it's just hard to miss. Okay. There we go. That's what we call the fairy feat. And that allows us to skip overworld pass-through encounters. It gets compared to screen scrolling in Zelda 1, but it works a bit differently. But the effect is pretty similar in that it lets you skip screens that you don't want to do.
So does this run get a little easier as it goes? Is it like reverse boss order in that way?
It does. And you gain your levels as you go, and then also the scroll lock that we're gonna set up after this palace. Kind of a double-edged sword. It makes some things easier. It opens up the door for some soft locks, but that does help. You can skip a lot of enemies that you would otherwise have to fight because of the effects of the scroll lock. So, that was scary. Oh, and we despawned the last bot. That's one of the scariest rooms in the game. The bots, their movement is very random. And they can real easily knock you into the lava.
Dang, the fairy ability is so busted.
Yes, it really is. On the Famicom Disk System version, you have to stab the items to pick them up, so you can't fairy to pick up items. which makes the fairy a lot less overpowered in the Japanese version. But it is very fun in this version. And there's actually one additional glitch with the fairy that we'll see in this run. As we can see, part of the, well, we'll see with Palace 5 why, but there's a reason why we don't do the first and second palaces glitched that could theoretically speed things up, but there's unfortunately, it's a lot of left to right movement, which isn't any faster with scroll lock, and it turns out there's an issue where you have to loop the palace twice to place the gem in scroll lock, unfortunately. So
what determines the order of dungeons? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So in normally when you're not sequence breaking like this, the dungeon order is determined based on how you can access them. So you could theoretically go to Palace 2 first, but you'd need to go through some dark caves to get there. So that's why it's generally... I was supposed to get the level up there. Whoops. Shoot. Okay. So my levels are going to be a little bit off now, so I'm going to have to do some improvising. Whoops. Maybe I can make it up with a little bit of grinding. It's only 1000 XP. Okay, so we're doing the healer glitch again. There we go. Okay, so now we're setting up scroll lock. We just have to go through doors a bunch of times. That was one door entry. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Okay. So now we're going to get the shield spell finally. And things may look a little bit different from how you're used to seeing them in this game. But I promise it's all normal. Got the shield spell.
I love that. That was so cool.
And now we're going to get a heart container. Would normally fairy that, but I want to save my magic for... Oh, and we're back at North Palace. I want to save my magic for fairy feet coming up here. Okay. So just walk on the air there. It's fine. Okay, shoot. We need to... Okay. didn't scroll the screen too far.
Oh, Ian, while it's on my mind, did you want to talk about what kind of things you're doing on your stream lately, as well as any projects you may have coming up, and where folks can find you?
Yeah, sure. So the main project on my stream lately has been, I've been grinding for sub 10 minute Grandmaster time in Tetris the Grandmaster 1. And so playing a lot of arcade Tetris. That's the biggest thing. You can find me there at twitch.tv/EonHeck. That's Eon, EONHCK. Don't want to be vulgar by spelling out the word entirely, right?
Absolutely. Your emote also displays that.
Yes. Yeah, and I don't know if you saw, but that emote is animated now.
Wait, what? Seriously?
Yeah,
That's
my heck
awesome.
emote is animated, yeah. So this is interesting, because normally when you're going through Death Mountain with scroll lock, you don't really see the enemies. I'm gonna... there. Just trying to... Oh, it's 2000, that's right, okay. Don't want to scroll the screen here, because that's a problem. Okay, so... But we didn't get this magic container, so we gotta get it now. And I intentionally entered from the top, because I'm gonna do the fairy feat, and... Right. So the screen is a little bit messed up there because of having placed the Palace 2 gem, but we can fix that. And the first thing we're gonna do is get the kid. So you notice some weird enemies that you're not used to seeing here. This is supposed to be a Lizalfos, but instead we get a Gorilla, and we picked up the Water of Life again. That is actually the child. It turns out when you wrong warp between Death Mountain and Maze Island, some things are still loaded in memory that are not supposed to be, and so it doesn't fix itself until after you leave and re-enter the island. So got that 1-up doll, and now we're on our way to do the Dazzle Walk, named after a runner named Dazzle, not just because it's a dazzling walk. And okay, that fairy was a little scary. So you jump at the cloud and avoid mistake. Alright, so now we're gonna go get the reflect spell. It turns out going right to left is real fast, because you only have to go one screen, but then you have to scroll back to get the to the place that you want to go. And this is also the only category where we go into the upstab chimney the intended route. So using that house to get there, there's a real tight trick to do a super jump up here, or if you crouch while you cast the fairy, you can go down the chimney that way. I'm gonna refill. I don't know if I need to, but I'm gonna do that. Okay, and then I don't want to scroll the screen there. Good, okay. If you scroll the screen there, oh, that's the wrong one, okay. I need to encounter skip this one, and then the next one I can wrong warp from. So here, see, that's good that I had refilled my magic. Oh, dang.
Wait, is this... I'm trying to remember, is this Death End or is this towards the end of the game?
This is Maze Island, so we're going into Palace 4 now.
That's what I was thinking of. It's been a little while since I played this. I've only played this casually, but I know there's a couple of spots where you kind of like weave around like that.
Yeah. So we're taking like the longest route through the maze because that has the fewest overworld encounters on. And so it ends up, even though it's the longest path, it's the shortest in time to get to the palace. Oh, thank you. Trying to get some extra experience. I don't know if it's going to pay off, but I'm going to see if I can fix my levels. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I may just have to deal with attack 6. Oh, I should have actually taken that. Oh, come on. Okay. Right. So I don't have any keys. This is not great. Okay. Got that. I think I actually want to take a death there intentionally to refill life and magic. So now I scroll the screen, and I'm back at the palace entrance. Only there's no Moa flying. And now it looks like Palace 3 skinned with Palace 4 tile set and colors. Okay. Trying to kill some extra things to get the life. Or the, not the life, the level up that I need for attack. Okay, I think I'm gonna cast life now, though.
Sometimes when I'm looking at this, I kind of lose my bearings, you know? It's like, wait, where are we right now?
Yeah,
I really like this.
It's kind of tricky, especially in this next room coming up with the lava. So you can pause to actually reset the screen a bit. Okay. Confused myself there. Okay, so we're good now.
So, how many runs would you say approximately have you done of 100%? Is it one of your most practiced categories?
Yeah, so my attempt count shows... Oh, dang it. Didn't really want to take that death. But my attempt count in Live Split says 542. I'm not sure how many of those I've completed. Right, okay. I'm gonna cast life there. That might be a mistake, but... Okay. So now... Oh, that's good. We're going into Palace 4, right? So now we want to do... Yes. Okay, here we go. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Okay, I need to... actually... Oh. And I just soft locked myself.
Oh my. Can you load a previous save?
I don't have any saves. I could pull a save state or something, but I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, that would work.
I probably need to reset and stuff, so do we need to go on a quick little break, or?
Yeah, I think we'll go on a quick break. We'll stop the timer here. So 3, 2, 1, pause. We're going on a quick break and get Eon unstuck. We'll be right back with Mercy. Welcome back to Mercy Kill. We are back with Eon, and we are unstuck now, and we are ready to resume the timer on your count, Eon.
All right, let's 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so... also, one nice thing about this was that I was able to fix my levels, which now I need to... I needed Magic 3 to be able to actually cast the Reflect spell against the boss. So, because prior to that, you need all 8 magic containers to actually fight the boss. Oh, I maybe should have grabbed that. I think should be okay. Oh yeah, we're okay. We'll shield up too, just for good measure. So now this is Karok. This is the boss where we just sit in the corner and wait and hope for good RNG. All right. Okay, so we got that. And now another fun thing, we actually exit to the left because we don't, if we exit the palace, it will turn to stone and then we won't actually be able to go fight the Palace 3 boss. Also, I didn't call it out when it happened, but we did get the raft and not until after we traveled to the Eastern continent. And we're also going to see the official mascot of Glitched Zelda 2 coming up. So if you've never seen Rebo Shark, you're in for a treat. And if you have any Rebo Shark emotes, get those ready. Right there to scroll the screen, and there we go. Oh, I needed to actually be killing stuff, didn't I? Whoops. Okay, I guess I'm going attack 6 anyway. Do I? Trying to see if I can get enough. There's enough XP here I could fix it. Okay, just making sure, assuming I can still... If I go all the way to the right, does it let me scroll it back? Okay, I just didn't want to get stuck in not being where I wanted to be. So we'll get this enemy and the P bag, and then we'll be fine on XP to get attack 7. There we go. It's a real tight jump. Alright, so here we go. Get your Rebo Shark emotes ready. And there we have Rebo Shark. So the reason it looks like Rebenak there is riding a shark rather than a horse is since we still have the Palace 4 tile set loaded, it's pulling the sprites for the horse from the Palace 4 sprite sheet, which the same places of those two are where the horse is in the Palace 3 tile set is Rebenak's or Karok's robes in the Palace 4 tile set, which then causes it to look like a shark based on just the luck of how it worked out. Okay, so attack 7, that makes things a little bit nicer. I do kind of need to set up a drop here, I think. Just in case I'm gonna try. Okay. So that way I'll get a shot at a, actually, okay, tried Fairy Feet. You get one shot, or the Eco Key, you get one shot at it. Getting that key saves a little bit of time and helps out with the magic management, but we didn't get it, so.
Not only do you have to memorize where platforms are, but you have to memorize where platforms are in any sort of glitch state.
Yes. Oh, whoops. Hopefully that wasn't too far scrolled. It was. Dang it. I just barely scrolled the screen too far. I didn't actually want to scroll the screen there.
Oh, goodness.
Yes. So this is the danger of this category.
All right, let's stop the timer again and just do what we did before. So,
Okay.
3, 2, 1, pause. And then, folks, we again are going to get Eon unstuck again. This is a very dangerous category, but to be expected. We will be right back. All right, we're back, and we are unstuck once more, so lead us back in, Eon.
All right, ready to go here. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Oh, that Iron Knuckle's a bit of a jerk, but go in here. Gonna get this magic jar, and now we're off to fight Boss Guma, which is a very scary part of the run. So, and I think I can cast Shield. I can't cast Life, but shoot. I need to get to the other side of him because he's a lot easier to fight from the other. Oh, shoot. Okay. He's a lot easier to fight from the right side. But he was not letting me get over there. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Right, because then we'll just dump everything in from the gem. Although, if you notice, we could not actually place the gem. We have to go and loop the palace again to actually place the gem. And that's a consequence of the scroll lock that only affects palaces 1, 2, and 5. And that's the reason why we don't do, or one of the reasons why we don't do palaces 1 and 2 in a glitched state. Because we could actually warp from Palace 2 to Palace 1 to fight Helmet Head there. But then we'd still have to loop the palaces again to place the gem. So okay, and remember to hold left. Right. Okay. That I might not have needed that because I got the because I had the key. But all the enemies are back because we left the palace. The boss is gone, so we can just walk right through. And place the gem. So now I gotta remember to dump as much of this as I can into magic. And then we go get the flute.
I hope everybody's taking notes. There will be a quiz later on this route.
Yes, it's the magic and everything is very precisely routed through this. And then we have the perfect amount to take life 4, so. Shoot. And yeah, it seems confusing, but once you understand how the scroll lock affects dungeon navigation, it's really not so bad if you know the vanilla layouts. Do a fairy again, because we're going to need that. And so we've been walking through walls this whole time, and now we finally have a wall that you're supposed to walk through. That one there was not glitched. And now here we are at the flute. Too far. So, and then here's a fun little wrong warp. We end up at that cave. And now we can get everyone's favorite fire spell. Oh, there's the... Like how she comes out of a door that doesn't exist, and then the house changes color with the text box. Okay. Actually going to don't remember the correct way to exit through Glitch Town on this one, so I'm not going to exit through Glitch Town. It's a little bit slower, but safer.
Currently showing 48 minutes in.
Yes. Okay, so now we wrong warped over to New Kasuto. Okay, and then we get the magic container first. And then next thing we're gonna do is, right, we go into here, and now we're in Old Kasuto. We just, right, we just exit left, and then it, okay. There we go. Made it in to get the spell.
I always thought that was funny it was called spell. I'll never forget the first time I saw that. I'm like, what?
Yes. It's a good spell. But yeah, we had to wrong warp into Old Kasuto to get the spell from New Kasuto. And then we exit left here. And now we're in Glitch Town again. We have to scroll the screen, otherwise we'll soft lock in the ocean. Now we can come back. queuing up the spell. I was able to refill life and magic. Okay, and I'll fairy that. I'm gonna refill my magic. It's a little bit slower, but then I'm not dependent on a RNG drop or anything, so we'll go back one more time. It's just a little bit safer. Okay. And here we go. Oh, dang, it was slightly... So this is like one of the first times we're doing real, like, overworld movement. And timing on these walks is a little bit off from lack of practice. But there we got our last heart container. All right. So this is like Palace 5. This is another one where we're going to do the boss before we get the item. So...
How many more palaces are left? Because I know you have to place the jewel at each statue.
So this is the last one. We have to place the gem, and then we go to... After this, we're going to Great Palace, so... Oh, I didn't need to cast Fairy there, because I have the any key. Whoops. Okay. Just fixing the screen a bit. Okay. That's good. Okay. And we queue up Fairy for this next room. Oh. So you do not want to exit left on that room because you'll just death loop in the lava. Okay, so things should be good now. All right. And queue up Fairy. So there's a nice manipulation on this boss when you're not in scroll lock state, but unfortunately it doesn't, the manipulation does not work in scroll lock state, so he came out the rightmost pit, but he does not always on when you're in the scroll lock. So 3 cycle with yeah, we're gonna take, actually I probably should have technically skipped that and then dumped more into there. So we'll 776 instead of 777. But that's okay. there's not a lot of difference between Life 6 and Life 7, so... Okay. So now we have to go get the cross so that we can see the invisible enemies, which we're only going to see one screen where the invisible enemies exist.
Okay. We've got 9 minutes left.
Feeling pretty good. The end game goes pretty quick in this, so now we're in WizCon. Not a bad WizCon. Oh. Spell bubble is... Oh, come on. Kind of a pain, but... There's an invisible hole here called the Canadian Hole that I just jumped over. It was named in one of the first All Keys tournaments. A number of Canadian runners fell into that hole, and one of them dubbed it the Canadian Hole in honor of all of them. So
I do want to say GG to past Eon.
Thank you. Yeah, GG past me. Alright, so now we got the cross. All we need to do is get the thunder spell, and then we can move on. So we just jump at the cloud to avoid the pit. Oh, right, we have to walk back to the right now. That's not this. Okay. Those MOAs are the worst. So those were the things that were hitting me before when I was in this town through a wrong warp. So, but we couldn't see them because we didn't have the cross. All right, so there we go, and now we are headed out. Gonna try another fairy feat. I actually haven't done many of these in this run, but we got it pretty quickly, so that saves some good time. And now we're headed back up to this cave. Looks like we're going back to New Kasuto, but actually, we just scroll the screen, and now we're at Great Palace.
Oh!
Yeah, I told you, it goes pretty quick.
That was abrupt.
And the other nice thing, so there have been some recent developments, well, somewhat recent, more recent than when my PB was set, has been some route improvements that actually involves, I think we skip fighting Guma, the Palace 5 boss, and I don't know if we skip any other boss fights, but we're able to place all the gems without fighting all the bosses, and so I haven't actually looked up that route yet, but as a result, we don't actually need to fight all of the bosses for 100%. I had mentioned earlier that there was one last fairy glitch that we're going to see, and we'll see it in order to actually skip the Thunderbird fight. So this is a much higher attack level than I'm used to having going through glitched Great Palace. Oh. So this 5-tile jump that we make here is called the Quantum Leap, and that bird knight is Scott Bakula. So some other lore from the community.
Just want to say, I know there's been some very tense moments in this, and I really appreciate you bringing this one back, even if it was tense and definitely kind of nerve-wracking with all the glitch states and whatnot.
Yeah, no, it's such a fun run, and I love showing off glitched Zelda 2, and I figured that the glitched Zelda 2 I was rustier at than non-glitched. I had been, a month or two ago, I had actually set a PB in the Famicom Disk System version for the All Keys category, which is very similar to the All Keys category in this one. But so I was not super rusty on the unglitched categories. I felt that doing this one would be a bit better. So, and yeah, I think the glitched Zelda 2 is not seen often enough in showcases and marathons, so always love to show it off. So here we go. We casted the jump spell, and now we just have to go over far enough, and so now we're on top of the ceiling, and okay, so that was the Thunderbird fight. And here we are at Dark Link.
Oh,
and
wait.
Pause to clear that up. And so we just used, if you cast Fairy in the HUD, it triggers the down transition. It triggers the transition for the screen that you're on. So if you're far enough to the right, it will actually trigger the transition to the right, which is how we were able to skip Thunderbird. And that's time.
All right, that looks like a 103.15. Congratulations, Ian, you did it.
Thanks. That was, pretty nerve-wracking, but glad I got it done.
Wow, that was quite a run, and I'm really happy you showed that off. Well, folks, we do have one more run left, but real quick, please be sure you follow Eon again. That is twitch.tv/EonHCK. All one. Again, that's EONHCK. And before we go on our final wellness break, before Getsu Fūma Den, which is our final run of Mercy Kill this evening, please remember that from now until July 15th, GDQ's revenue from subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits tiered after taxes will be donated to GDQ to Doctors Without Borders. So please be sure to get those in for a great cause. And with that, everybody, stretch, hydrate, and we'll be right back with Mercy Kill. Welcome back to Mercy Kill. I am joined here by Eon, and this is Getsu Fūma Den, the final run for Mercy Kill for tonight. Eon, that was an amazing Zelda 2 run. I'm really looking forward to Getsu Fūma Den.
Yeah, thanks. This game is super awesome. It's got a great soundtrack. It's one that, being a Famicom-only release, does not get nearly enough love in the West, so.
Absolutely. So this is another game where it's going to be very much like Zelda 2 in the sense of there's going to be a lot of glitches and sequence breaks, if I understand.
That's correct, yeah. So I don't actually know how to beat this game without glitches, so.
Wow. That's what I hear, though, from speedrunners. Like, that's a very common experience here for Getsu Fūma Den, so I'm very much looking forward to the glitches that this game provides. Again, we're going to give a warning here about flashing. There is going to be a lot of flashing during this game, so again, just giving that content warning for folks now. With that being said, Ian, are you ready to go?
I am.
All right, on your count.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Oh, yes, opens right up with some flashing here, so. All right, so here we go. We got an overworld kind of like Zelda 2. This has a neat glitch where there are these fixed overworld encounters at these gates, but we can actually skip them with some frame perfect pauses. And then you actually have to skip both sides of them. So, okay. All right, and then now here we gotta go and grind up to 300 gold off this enemy here. Okay, 100. Oh, that's... Don't want to jinx anything, but that's 2 gold drops in a row is real good. Oh my goodness, that's a perfect gold grind there. So now we gotta... Oh, I thought I had it. So we gotta skip this encounter. And we got it. So we got 300 gold, which we're gonna use to buy a sword, and then for 200, and then we'll buy another item a little bit later. All right. Okay, so that sword lets us break bricks effectively in some places. We need it to get a weapon to fight the first boss, so... but first we need to go back to this same encounter. We're gonna skip in to the right, and... get that. I thought I had it. Okay, these skips are frame perfect, as I said, so they're pretty precise, but it is good to have a visual cue so you know when you get them actually. And okay, there we go. There we go. All right, so now here we are at the boss. There we go. All right, beat the boss. That was a little bit scary. Health was really low. Okay. All right, perfect. So now, looking at my map, we go here. This is where we go and we buy that for 100, and now we are headed off to get an item called the Devilish Top, which drastically increases the damage that we can deal. So we need to go... there's a scary place. We see all these skulls. We got to go through this door. Unfortunately, we don't actually have the key to open this door, but the same trick to skipping the encounters. Okay, that's fine. I had the same trick to skipping those encounters works on skipping that locked door. So unfortunately, you have to re-equip the attack item every single time. Yeah. That's a little bit annoying, but especially since you have to pause the game to equip it too. You can't just keep going. So I'm gonna just take a death there because these enemies hit really hard and I'm doing a poor job at avoiding damage. Okay, and then we go here. That was a good screen. Okay, so that house, that white thing down there that we just walked past, that's actually where the final boss is. So hopefully we'll get to see that. Oh, did not want to go back into there. I love this overworld music, it's so good.
So, Ian, you said you had learned this for your 12-hour challenge?
Yes.
So, how long outside of the 12 hours did it take you to get more consistent at your strats, out of curiosity?
I actually didn't really play it much after the 12-hour challenge. It's one of the, probably the, my PB in this is the least optimized of the 4 games that I've run today. So this is one I definitely want to revisit and really bring my time down. So
that's awesome, though. I love it when folks revisit their old games to see what they may remember. I mean, that was the whole basis for Mercy Kill, right? It's not the most polished stuff. It's to get folks to think about the games they used to run and maybe get them back into it.
Yeah, it's one I've been wanting to run again, and so this does feel like a good reason to pick it back up. So, all right, so we are close to the devilish top now. Oh gosh, come on. You really want to pause early rather than late on these, because you lose so much time getting pulled into the encounters. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, okay. Thought maybe I could make it to the devilish top without dying, but no dice. That's the devilish top there. Gotta break through a lot of blocks and then... Okay. So now we will exit. And that's what we'll equip in when we go into encounters from now on. And we'll see just how much more powerful that is. Okay. So now we have to backtrack through this maze. So those little like spirit things are actually health refill, so that's also good to know. And would like to get some gold because I actually need to buy some more stuff here after we get out of here. So I need to grind up to at least 450 gold along the way. Okay. Yeah, this game is pretty glitchy, although the glitches aren't quite as visually appealing as the glitches in Zelda II, and they're not quite as readily apparent if you're not familiar with the game, other than like clearly how we're skipping the encounters is not intended behavior. But the next glitch that we'll see is a real neat one. Because this game, so it's an NES or Famicom game, and but it also has a 3D dungeon crawling section, and this is this one. Okay, almost got lost for a second. That would not have been good to go take the wrong path.
This game looks like a lot of fun.
It is a ton of fun. Okay, so we're like 5 gold short. I just need one more gold drop, and then we'll be perfect. Yeah, you can see some pretty clear reasons why people might compare it to Zelda 2. The combat works very differently from Zelda 2, but it's still a ton of fun.
Is that what drew you to this game? That comparison?
Yeah, and I had watched Auth's speedrun of it and thought it looked neat. So those were the main reasons. Okay. And always love a game with a good soundtrack. Come on. There we go. And we go here. And we buy out the shop. So buying that blue orb is what sets up the glitch that we're going to see in the dungeon crawl section. As I understand, by having both orbs, it basically messes up some of the logic when you use the red orb when you're not supposed to, and overwrites a big section of the dungeon map. Come on. There we go. And then... that's not right. This is the way we go. Yes, okay. Oh, come on. Dang it, trying to avoid them. Okay. Oh, come on. Ah, dang it. Oh. So the nice thing about the devilish top I didn't really explain is when you're doing that spinning animation, you're actually invincible and cannot be damaged, which is really nice. Oh, dang it. Thought maybe I could make it past him. And you actually have, I think it's like 8 frames to jump again before you can take damage again. So it's very powerful for boss fights and such. Okay, I'm not gonna avoid that one.
How different would you say is the movement, especially during encounters from Zelda 2? Because I am seeing the similarities now.
Yeah, it's so... The biggest thing is when you turn around in this game, or in this one, like, he's a lot slower to turn around, and you can't change the direction you're facing in midair. I want some help. It's like, I have the devilish top, so you can't really tell, but with, oh, that time he turned around. So there's issues with turning around when you're like jumping and stuff in ways that you wouldn't have in Zelda 2. Okay. So we're coming up here. I think I have 1 or 2 more encounters to skip, and then we're going to be doing the dungeon crawl section of the game. Okay. So now I get to consult my notes for this route because this is... Oh, it didn't go far enough. What? Okay. Okay, trying this again because I clearly messed something up. Why? There's supposed to be a place I can turn to the... I am very confused now why this is not working. Because this isn't even the glitch. Okay. It was shorter than I thought, apparently. So... Okay, so we just use the red orb while also having the blue orb, which that's what corrupts the map data. And we have this fight. Okay, and then... Okay, then we... Okay, and then... We go right until we run into a wall. And here we go, okay. No. That's what we want. So... I should probably just take a death because... Oh! I don't think I wanted to do that. I forgot about that. What does that do? Okay. Oh. We have to do that again. Okay, at least that's the short one.
I love this perspective.
Yeah, it's really nice. Okay, so we use the red orb again. And then we fight this samurai, or whatever it is. Okay. And we go. Okay. Okay, so now we're back here. Not that big of a break or time loss. Gold, I don't need gold now. I would just like to keep full health for the boss fight. Okay. These enemies are also kind of difficult to hit properly. Okay. And I think... let's do this and then... Okay, so there's flashing coming up here. We got the first of the 3 swords. I believe the story is it's the main character's 3 brothers were killed. And so then you're avenging their deaths and getting their swords. So now we go back and we do basically the same thing, but a little bit different. So we use the red orb again. Whoops, passed it, okay. For the same reason, we're corrupting this map. Okay. Okay, and then we just go... We go hold forward for a very long time.
So how do you know where you're going in here? I mean, I would be lost.
So there's usually more stuff going on in here if you're not glitched. Right now we're going through the glitched stuff. These are not supposed to be as open as it is right now and everything. So you would have ways to orient yourself. But for what I'm doing now, I basically just have my notes that tell me, basically right now I'm holding forward until I run into a wall, and then I'm gonna turn left and walk forward 2 spaces, and then turn right and walk forward till I run into another wall. And then I'll be basically at my destination. So, okay. 1, 2. And now we hold forward till we run into a wall again. So this is going to be another long ways. This is the longest dungeon crawl section. The next one, there's one more after this, and it's a little bit shorter. But I was able to figure out a way to route through here where I didn't have to count my movements, which this is because you're doing like 140 movements or something like that in here that you'd have to count otherwise to know exactly where you are. And that's a lot of counting, and I don't want to do that. Okay. Forgot these ones take 2 hits now. That's a lot. Oh gosh. Oh. Wow. Where does that...
All right, a little less than 10 minutes left.
Oh, goodness. That's a little dicey, but we'll do our best. Okay. If the boss fight goes well, we may still have a chance. Oh my goodness. That sword swipe right at the edge of the pit. I don't remember ever having that much trouble with it before.
I'm sending literally all the good vibes to you, Ian.
Oh. Wow. And that's a game over. Shoot. Okay. Okay, we're back on this now. Okay, now we just walk. So that hurts chances of making the estimate now.
Yeah? How much more do you have in this?
So I have this section, basically 2 more bosses, and then go on to the final boss. So this dungeon crawl section to fight a boss, another dungeon crawl section to fight another boss, and then we go straight to the final boss. But the second dungeon crawl, or the next dungeon crawl, is a little bit shorter. It's like 112 versus 140 approximately movements. So if I can actually get through this boss fight without if I don't take another game over, I think I should be set pretty good for having a chance. Okay. Oh, not the devilish. Or wait, yeah. That was. That was weird. I wasn't. Like, I had the spin, or the devilish top equipped, but I wasn't doing the spin jump.
So, overall, Jan, how are you feeling playing this game? Do you feel like this is something you still would want to take on despite some of the difficulties you're facing from being a little rusty?
Yeah, it's like, oh my goodness, come on. I had a ton of fun playing it before. I am getting a little frustrated at these enemies at the edges of the pits.
A very Castlevania-esque thing, you know? They count on that pushback to take you down. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's... and I don't know all the details of the story, but I think it's like... So it's set in Japan, not in Europe like Castlevania, but I think it still may actually be in the Castlevania universe. I don't remember. I couldn't, like, I heard, or I've heard like talk of that, but then I haven't actually like seen confirmation of it that I could find. So I don't know. But both being Konami games, I mean, they could do whatever they want.
Sure. I'm just saying, I'm noticing a trend across some of these older Konami games.
Yes. Yeah, positioning enemies next to pits, and letting the pit do the work. Wow.
I'm also getting Ninja Gaiden vibes from this as well.
I can see that too, yeah. Okay, I was expecting to have problems with the boss fights, not the getting to the boss fight.
That's definitely an attribute of these Konami games. It's, you know, some days the boss fights give you a tough time, other days the platforming gives you a tough time.
Yeah.
I'm really happy you revisited this, Jan. It's been probably since I've played it last too since I've seen it, and I've really enjoyed watching this, so thank you for bringing these games today.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Oh my goodness. That was the worst samurai fight I've had. That's weird. Okay, and now we just hold forward for a while, so... Yeah, this is a game I always recommend it to people if they're looking for an interesting speedrun. And I definitely, like... I'm getting frustrated with it, but in a way that, like, makes me want to come back and, like, really... you know, improve at it, you know, not in like a frustration and wanting to put it down and never play it again kind of way.
No, I get that.
So.
Well, again, I really enjoyed all these games. And again, folks, if you do want to follow Eon, that is twitch.tv/EonHeck. That's twitch.tv/EonHCK. Please go give Eon some love. What do you typically stream, Eon?
So I typically stream, oh shoot, sorry, I am just trying to get my bearings for where I am. Shoot. I am lost now.
Less than a minute to go.
Well, that's good because I don't know where I am.
I was gonna say, I'm getting like this labyrinth, shadows in the darkness kind of feel from this. My goodness.
Yeah, I definitely made a wrong turn somewhere or went too far somewhere, and okay, yeah, I definitely went somewhere I wasn't supposed to. That's what you get for not paying closer attention to notes. I realized I went too far and tried to correct, and then made a mistake somewhere in my correction.
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. You are good to go, Eon. Thank you so much again for again, I know these were really difficult games, but I really appreciate you being an awesome sport. Every step of the process.
No, and I apparently have a thing for speedrunning difficult games for the most part, so they're fun. It makes it really punishing to come back to them rusty, though.
As someone who speedruns a lot of the 2D Castlevania games, and I'm very rusty at them at this point, I feel bad.
Yes. Oh, I missed some Skybell's CV3 streams.
I know. Maybe soon. So I have a couple questions here to close. Would you recommend the Mercy Kill experience to folks who want to be on the show?
I would. I had a lot of fun. I admit I was pretty nervous before, as I told you, but it was a lot of fun. And yeah, wish I had done a little bit better, but that's also part of the fun of it, visiting old games and rusty games.
Sure. And we were talking about this towards the end of this game. But if you were to revisit any of these games, which ones are you thinking about, or categories even?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm always gonna come back to Zelda II. That's a game where I don't know that I'll ever stop speedrunning it. I mean, probably will eventually, but I still have a lot of work to do in that game. My Donkey Kong Country 4 speedrun is it's pretty optimized. I could improve it a bit, but I don't know. I'd like to improve Miracle, but I'm just not sure if I want to put that time and effort into the grind that it would take to improve my PB there.
Sure.
But this one in particular is one I definitely would like to get some real good improvement over my PB on, so...
Well, I look forward to that. Do you have any last-minute shout-outs, Eon?
I guess I've mentioned him a number of times, but shout-outs to Author Blues for... he's run all the games that I ran here and was also inspiration for picking some of them up for myself. So shout-out to him. Shout-out to the Zelda II community, which is awesome. And then also shout-outs to anyone who runs, games that don't have a lot of people running them, because they're a lot of fun. Games like Zelda 2 is the only one I ran tonight that has a lot of runners, so.
Well, Eon, thank you so much for being on the show. I had a wonderful time with you. And again, these games were wild. Thank you for bringing them.
Thank you for having me. And yeah.
All right, folks, real quick to close out here. Remember, this is not the end of our GDQ broadcast tonight. But real quick, if you are watching on YouTube, hello, we're happy to have you all here. Go live to twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick if you're interested in looking at our live content starting weekends at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. Tonight, we have Never Before Seen with Air Angel and Midnight Vesper speedrunning games never before seen at a mainline GDQ event. Stay tuned and take it away, Amber.